Hello, everybody. Let's go look Jod anyway. Good afternoon. Wonder how everybody's feeling today. I am feeling kind of sleepy. So after we do this little live, I'm going to take a nap. I'm all ready for it. Wearing my PJs and everything. So, collar's all wonky. Hello, George. Nicole, greetings. Frank, hey. Hello, hello, everybody. I'm just a little bit sleepy, I think. Hello, hello. Rizavo. Hello, Evangelist. Rebecca. Ollie. Tara. Paulette. Hello. Rada. Monica. Hey. Hey there. Sorry, I'm looking through the reading glasses. Part of my glasses. Zinka? Oh my, I hope I didn't mess your name up. You got a tornado in Ohio right now, Evangelist? A friend of mine, a very good friend of mine who lives in Ohio near Columbus, said they had a tornado last night. I hope you came through it okay. Did you? Hope it didn't affect you or yours. Hello, Joran. Dante. Dante says, hola, friends. Amini, greetings. Margaret from Australia. I see what you did there. I hear you. Candace. Diaz. It was last night. Did you come through it all right? I mean, was your home damaged or anything? Hello, Angela. Lori. She said she just woke up from a M flare induced nap. Kelly. It did harm your house, Evangelist? I'm sorry to hear that. Was it bad? Was it you or was it one of your loved ones? Let us know so we can pray and send blessings to you. Hey, Kim. Oh, Joran, you're from Norway. Hey there. Hello, hello. A lot of my ancestors are from up there. Way up there. Matter of fact, the one called Frosty, and oops, sorry about that, y'all. Hopefully it won't be interrupting us again. My goodness. Yeah, so some of the giants are my ancestors, including a very famous name up your way. Boy, that phone call knocked me off. Wow, how about Odin? In my direct family line, down my parental line, not off the cousins, straight down the parental line. Okay. Greetings, everybody. So you're in Columbus, Evangelist. Okay. Hello, everybody. Yes, strange weather everywhere, Lori. I agree. Hi. Everybody saying hello. You're okay then, Evangelist. Good. I'm glad to hear it. My friend that I know was okay also. They were sending the tornado away as it was in their area. Rebecca, Michelle. Hello, everybody. Mariah, Raj, Angela, hello there. Mariah, greetings, lady. Jen, hello everyone, she says. And Carolyn from the north of Norway. So we have 2 Norway folk on here. Greetings. Tara. Angela, hello from Tennessee. My stomping ground. Kelly, Emily Ann, David, South Carolina. Rebecca from Scotland. I keep forgetting you're from Scotland. Wow. That's so cool. A lot of my people, to be honest, I'm from just about everywhere. And I've told y'all this before. I hope you get tired of it. Don't get tired of hearing it. A friend of mine did a genealogy on me. She's from Canada, my dear friend Barb, who might be on here hiding somewhere. She does that. She comes on and won't let anybody know she's here. She thought it would be fun to find out where her hillbilly Tennessee friend, what kind of background I had. So her dear friend Linda, who was a professional genealogist for like 35 years, did mine based on, I gave him my parents, grandparents on both sides, great-grandparents, and a little further back. And they came back and found me, they started teasingly calling me Princess Marguerite, because I have a ridiculous amount of royal, noble blood. Of course, it doesn't mean a thing here in America. It doesn't mean anything. I wish it could do something for me here. But it started early, and it's only in the parental line, straight on, no sidelines. That comes in on both my mother and my father's side, not very far back. And so, kind of crazy. And that's where I found out that I was from everywhere. And the reason I found out is because kings and rulers of countries, etc., solved all their problems so often, if not by war, then they married their kids together. They formed an alliance of blood, and so, you know, England married their folk off to Spain, and you know, and it went here and there and yon. So I am related to just about everybody, actually, in Europe. And oh my goodness, it's all over. So I'm just about everything. But the further back you go, the more Norse my bloodline is. And that makes sense, because a lot of the Norse folk came down and came into the other areas and settled. So hello everybody, you're all my relatives. Okay. Oh, let's see here. Hello, hello, oh, from California. Pamela, hello sunshine. It is not shining here today, let me tell you. It looks like evening in here right now, doesn't it? We've had tremendous winds, which I know lots of you have here in the U.S. and around the globe. I look to see, and there's wind everywhere, just about everywhere. The whole globe has unusual amounts of windiness, and we were supposed to get a severe thunderstorm today. And I'll just be frank, I just said no, I don't want that. So what I used to do is get all worked up and rebuke it and carry on and all that kind of stuff. But what I did today is I removed any evil entities from it, in the name above every name that is named. And then I spoke peace to the storm, like hush to a little child that is stirred up and troubled. And no telling what all those entities had done to the weather, to the elements, and so forth. So I spoke to them kindly and lovingly, and I saw in my heart peace and calm and balance and nothing severe. And I felt it. And I just let that flow out of me to the elements, to the weather, to the wind and the water, the rain and the earth, to everything, and spoke peace and balance and harmony and love. And I watched a severe thunderstorm. I took a picture of before and after in the weather app. It was a big, angle thing they had blocked out as severe weather coming straight towards me. It got within about 30 minutes away from me when I decided to do something about it. And after I finished sending peace to it and everything, which probably took about 3 or 4 minutes, I looked at it, and as I watched, it disappeared. The angle, the different color that marked it as severe thunderstorm just disappeared, went away. And it went past me. Nothing major. It was supposed to have 60+ mile-an-hour winds. Nothing happened. Didn't even have any lightning or thunder that I could hear close by. That was pretty beautiful. That was this morning. Well, I guess it was around 10:30, 11-ish. I'm not sure. I have trouble keeping up with time. So, I wish all of you blessings and realize you're powerful. We are created in the image of our Maker, and we have been imbued, put into us things that are unique and like our Creator source, God, and we have forgotten most of it, but we're starting to remember, aren't we? Okay, let me tell you all, it's pretty calm, and I'm sorry, I'm not going to chat with everybody and say hi to everybody, but consider yourself greeted, please, and I will try and come back and say hey to all of you, or give you a heart in the comments. And I don't know if any of you all saw my live yesterday. This is a funny thing I'm going to share with you. It has nothing to do with anything, except we were talking about how memories of abuse and hard things can come up and surface in our lives, especially during these times. I noticed how bad I looked on that video. I was like, wow, I look really rough. And I couldn't explain it, because I've actually lost a little bit of weight, which usually makes me look a little bit better. But I looked rough. I looked older. I had a lot more wrinkles, but those come and go on me. Isn't that odd? So today, the only makeup I'm wearing is a little bit of this lip gloss stuff, because my lips felt kind of dry. And I put on a little eyebrow pencil, so you can see my eyebrows a little better. They're a little more defined in this light. And I trimmed my hair yesterday afternoon. And that's it. And I look like almost a different person today. I hope this doesn't mean that other parts or types of parts of me are coming to the surface and change my appearance, but I sort of suspect it. But I'm being integrated and I'm being healed, and this may sound crazy to you all because it sounds crazy to me. But I just want to encourage you. This is a time lots of us are going through major change, and lots of things are surfacing through your dreams, memories coming back, everything. And this is the name of the game, is wholeness. Even things that you purposefully forgot to save your own life, maybe happened when you were very young. It's time for wholeness. And it's not comfortable. Healing can be very uncomfortable. If you're in a car accident, got banged up, the most painful day is usually the 3rd or 4th day after. Same thing with healing in all areas. It's not necessarily comfortable, but it's definitely worth it. So encourage your heart and say, hey, we forgive everybody. We choose love and wholeness. Tired of shooting myself in my own foot, if you know what I mean. Seemingly stopping myself from moving into the things and the dreams I want. And that happens when you have unresolved issues. that you don't even know of. And this may sound crazy to many of you, but some of you are going to understand what I'm talking about. So, anyhow, coming to you with a lot of love. Okay, I'm going to take this down here, and we're going to start watching. Oh, you know I'm a high-tech person. It's really smooth on here. And I'm joking, of course. Let's take a look at the magnetosphere cut planes movies. Here we are. Let's look here. I need to back it up a little higher, don't I? So you can see a little better. Hold on, let me get my prop in place. Okay. Now, it is now about 2200 UTC, I think. And I'm trying to find a pointer here. And the time is right up here. So yeah, it's about 22 plus some UTC. So it's beginning again. Let's take a look. Watch the little slider go across the bottom. There's Earth, day side, night side. Green and blue are the most intense. Did you see that? And it hit from behind. Bow shock, bow shock, shields. The sun is over here. That's where all the energy is supposed to be coming towards us. That's why the Earth's shields are out that direction. But watch, boom. Look what's hitting us from behind. That's the most intense. Velocity. Boom. See it again? Watch, I think it does it again. Yeah, look at all of it back there. Coming up and around. Boom. Okay. There's something really weird that happened here earlier, and let's see if I can see it again. It's like this glob comes down on both sides, out from the inside. Those hits are impressive. There. Did you see it? What is that? Pardon me, I don't think I've ever seen anything like that on here. Watch. Down, globe out, blah. Do you see it? It comes out of the inside of the magnetosphere atmosphere in here. All right, and just to clarify, guys, I skipped this. This is velocity. Here's the legend. The least velocity is red, then we go to orange, yellow, almost white, then to light green, and up to a dark blue. Now, with that in mind, it's getting ready to start all over again. The slider is going to start now. Okay, watch. Look at all the stuff coming at us, for one thing. Those vertical, and look at all that velocity behind the Earth. And let's see if we can see that. Yeah, watch this glob thing come out of nowhere. I think, there it is. And then it does the other side. And the whole time, this intense velocity is coming and hitting us from behind. I don't get a lot of headaches, but I had a very faint headache earlier. I would say about an hour, hour and a half ago, which would be when some of this was hitting. We're up to about 2100 right now, which is about an hour ago, I guess. And look at everything. And this is about now. Okay, I think we've seen that one enough. Let's look at density. And first, let's do our background work. The least density is white, then to a light blue, up to a dark blue. Okay, so let's take a look here. Let me get the angle a little better. Oh, that's turned. That's what's going on. Okay, let's start at the very beginning. Oh, hold on, y'all. I'll get it in a minute. There we go. Now watch. Dark blues. Look, did you see that hit from behind? This is crazy, all the activity coming from behind. Boom, again. It's like a little whip whacking. And notice the density is on the back side of the Earth, not on the front. And there was that glob thing. Did you see it? Watch, that glob thing. It comes out there. See, there it is again. Very odd. So much strange activity going on inside there and hitting from, and we're about now, right here. Okay, let's go start again. Let's watch it again. Watch the dark blue and the interaction in there. Whack. There's one at the back side, the dark side of the Earth. Whack again. It's not supposed to be doing that. We're not supposed to have anything behind us, but clearly we do. Triggering activity, and I'm sure some of it can be caused from, I think it restarted itself, this stuff coming in and it gets inside, and some of it, whack, will come around somehow and activate like a stream of water. Look at that weird stuff happening. This is part of what we're sensing and feeling today. Okay? I see the hearts. Love you all too. And I appreciate you all big time. I love you. I really do. I feel such a kindred spirit with you all. Such a connection. Oh, love, love, love. I feel it. I can't even think. Ah, you all are so precious. I need to do this, don't I? Okay. Let's look at the legend. The least pressure is dark blue up to light, up to white. Yellow, orange, and red is the most intense pressure. Oh, mercy. Okay. All right. Let us start at the very beginning. Now, here we go. Notice all the pressures behind the Earth. And see that? Something just hit from behind. A little more, a little another. Oh, whack. That was a pretty good one there. Yeah. And we're coming up on now. Look at all the pressure around the backside and just inside the shields. Obviously things are getting in, but the shields are defined, and it started over again. Watch for that whack that comes in here. A little tap. Whack. Yeah. I bet we felt that. And this is... Now, that's the end of it. We're definitely having a lot of activity, right? Okay. Now, there's nothing else too exciting happening today, but let's just take a look. I'm glad to see the Russian Schumann resonance charts back online. So here we go. Now, here is the spectrogram. And there was that black spike we had, and look, that whole blackout or freeze out yesterday now looks like a huge black block. You know, they say when the moon is in its totally new moon state where you don't see it, it's invisible, is the most unpredictable and kind of magical time. I feel like when it goes black on us, when it wasn't just a freeze. I was watching the app and I should have looked at the actual site. It wasn't just a freeze of the image. It was a blackout. Something happened and they went offline. The whole website was off. And I should have noticed that, but I did not. So it was a blackout. Something happened here, and technically something went wrong, apparently, or it overwhelmed their technology, you know, their devices. This is looking pretty normal for lately, with all these extra Schumann resonance lines, which did not used to be there horizontally. But this was a powerful time. We saw a lot of things happen and felt a lot of things during this time. And no, when you see black over to this side, don't worry. You can look at it and see we're actually at the right time. I checked it before we went on to make sure there is not another blackout or freeze happening. I didn't point this out, but this blackout went through all the charts except for the electromagnetic background chart. This one is separate. When you look at the Russian site, they set this one above all the others. And I don't know why. but I'm sure they're seeing something that I don't. But this one had a big black streak in it a day or so ago, and it's moved on past it now. But anyway, things are looking normal there again, which is good, because we like to be able to see all the charts that we can to get a big picture of what's happening. Let's look at space weather real quick. I'm pulling it up and refresh it. And love you guys, keeping your frequency high in love. We're affecting the world. We are. And we're choosing timelines, and we're choosing our destiny by our alignment, because what comes into your life depends on what frequency you're of. Okay, here we go. That was just free. Notice we're getting some sunspots again. We'd gotten down to 2, but now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This one did that big flash flare earlier, I should say. I shouldn't get my terms mixed up. We don't have any big black holes here, but we have a couple of coronal holes, but not big ones. And they're not on the middle section either. The closer they are to the middle section, the meridian of the sun, the more intense they are. Okay, let's move on up. And this is showing us, this would be showing us the solar flares, but there's not, this is still going on, and you really can't see it. It's whiting it out too much. The color, I'm trying to get my camera to see it properly. It's just not doing it. Some colors just don't translate well. Okay, let's look here real quick. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Stop it. Okay, there, we're back. Okay, let me show you a little trick. If you're ever wondering about how the solar flares range, just touch one of these. And boom, look what comes up. An A and B flare is quiet. A C flare is a small flare, but it's notable. M is a strong flare, and X is a major flare. We've had some X's. We had 3 X's in 2 days. 2 of them just 7 hours apart. And we've had loads of M-class flares recently. It was astounding. I couldn't even keep up with it. It was like 3 days. I couldn't even get anything done because I was too busy recording M flares and X flares for that matter. All right, let us look right here and let's just check. Okay, the odds of having an X flare is now just 10%. For a while it was 25, and one day it was 30. So it's calmed down quite a bit. And our maximum flare for the last 2 hours, it says is C9.98, which is almost an M flare. Did you see it shift right while we're watching? Okay, let's go here. See where it says more data? This is how you get to... What? How in the world did that happen? Okay, we finally got here. My goodness, that was interesting. This is the next screen that... Come on, signal, come back. We're back. Woo! You know, when it does this to us, you can watch the replay, and it's actually better. If it's just too glitchy for you, watch the replay, because I will post it immediately after this. Okay, here's what just happened. 6 hours, look at this. The time is at the bottom. Do you see how many hours this flare has lasted? And it's intense. That's a strong, strong flare. Okay, it goes from the orange, which is a C, and this is a high C, they would call it, to an M flare here. It goes all the way across as red, and that has covered, well, let's try and count. Basically 30 minutes, an hour, And I would say 15 minutes here, hour and 15 minutes, and then another hour, so it's 2 hours. At least 2 hours and 15 minutes, and it is still going strong as a high C flare. So it's been hours this thing is going on. And the longer things last, the more they endure, the more they influence us. We could have had a big, huge numbered M flare that was a flash, quick and gone, and it would affect us less probably than this. Because these extended flares do influence us more. So, yeah. So this is still way up there. Look at all that time that passed, and we're still in it. And let me show you how you know we're still in it, and we'll see how much. Look at this. Now, and look at your part of the world. Here's Australia. And you see where the lime green is. Okay, let's look at the legend. Black is the lowest frequency, up to purple, pretty blue, a light blue, kind of a teal, cerulean, that's what we would call it in artist colors, a little white mixed in, and then lime green, yellow, and red is the hottest. And we are very clearly in the lime green stage, which is a little above middle. So that's a pretty strong barrage of frequencies we got coming in. Most of it is in the middle of the ocean here. But it's crossing over some, and part of Australia and New Zealand and the islands are getting it here. The main thing I want you to see is it's still going on. You see, you can look over here, and this is pretty much live accurately. This will be changing and showing updates when the rest of this app is kind of frozen. It takes a long time sometimes for it to show us what range the solar flare is in. There's a real delay sometimes. Let's go for the fun of it. Let's go and see what stereo ahead satellite is seeing, shall we? This is how we do it. We want to see just the pictures here. We'll pick mid-range. This one won't show you a video, by the way. Not on this app, not for me. So click the thumbnails, and voila, here we have. This must be a planet. I don't know what that is. I have not tried to find out yet, but it must be a planet because it has been there for days. All right, this is the sun in the center. The little white circle is the sun. And then that black around it is to blot out most of the sun's light so that they can take pictures. I want you to look here. Look at this stuff. These look like little spheres, don't they? They do to me. There's stuff like that that's always showing up. And often it seems to be masked out. Let's just look, see if we see anything terribly interesting. So far, not terribly. Clearly there's stuff going on the perimeter there. And we're just seeing that nice big flare coming out there, and it's staying through all this time. And you can see the time is listed right next to it. Let's see if we find anything interesting. So far, nothing real interesting, nothing too UFO-ish. Okay, there's another flare happening, kicking out from a different side. That is an interesting shape. And on, spiraling out. Interesting. Okay, still looking kind of normal. Well, shoot. No real exciting anomalies. I do like to find those. They're fun. Now and then when I have a bunch of them, I'll do a reel for you. Okay, let's take a look, see if there are any alerts or Warnings or alerts. Okay, here we go. Not much. It's showing that there may be slight possibility of aurora in these areas. Some of you may live there. And the maximum X-ray flux, which means a solar flare of the last 2 hours, is a C9.42. And this shows us the one that happened this morning, which was an M1.5, and I reported that to you all. And that's about it. I think we've covered pretty much everything, y'all. I don't know anything else to show you. The magnetosphere was pretty exciting today, I think. I enjoyed it. It clearly was showing us something going on. Let's go back up here and take a look at it right before we leave. And and I've also had some times today where just suddenly I was hot as all get out. You would think I was having a hot flash beyond, but I'm not. And past all that. And then sometimes that can be triggered in your nervous system. And I think that's what responds in me is my nervous system. It can be major energies coming in, which I think is very often the case. It can be activations of something like that. It can be something maybe even generated man-made here. Or it can be some sort of a spiritual hit, if you know what I mean. So always take deep breaths, clear your atmosphere, and listen to your body and to your soul and your spirit when you have those. And also make sure you drink plenty of water, rest when you can, and let me make sure I'm getting this back up and going while I'm rambling here with you. Uh-oh. What's that about? Tried to refresh it and it went totally away. Come on, it's coming back. Okay, good. So pray, meditate, guard your thoughts. Do the heart/brain coherence meditation, which is an amazing blessing and tool. When I'm having a really tough time of it, that's what I do. When my heart is flip-flopping everywhere and I feel bad, which does happen. I've had the heart flip-flops and arrhythmias since I was 12. And I go through periods of time where it's not there at all. But we have had some challenging times lately. And whatever you're going through emotionally or any other way will also influence it. And I've been going through a real healing time. So use the heart-brain coherence meditation. It does amazing things. It helps so much with anxiety and heart arrhythmias, and it gives you the 40,000-foot view where you can see more clearly, think more clearly when your heart torus of power and your brain torus are joined and working together, and your junk, so-called junk DNA, is activated. It's a great thing. It really is. It's amazing. Okay, let's look at this one more time. And y'all, you can find that heart-brain coherence meditation exercise on many of my live chats. And it's always at the end, and on one of them, it was more recent, we did it at the beginning and the end. Okay, once again, the most intense pressure is red. Keeping that in mind, notice it's on the back side of Earth. There's Earth, day side, night side, and there's our shield. The sun is out to the left, out of the view. Keep watching. Let's start it again so I can pay attention and quit yakking. Watch what hits us from behind like that. It's not supposed to be anything hitting us from behind. Whack. That was a good little whack. Okay, keep watching. Notice the red is built up behind us. Oh, it restarted itself. I'm going to go a little further back. Okay, here we go. Whack. And keep watching. A little activity there too. Kinds of stirring going on. Whack. And we're coming up to about now. Okay. I think that was less active than last time we watched it. How can that be? Okay, let's take a look here. This is density. The most intense density is a dark blue, so be watching. All this happening. There's that glob. That is different. Before it came out. Okay, there it is. It's not different. There it is. All right. Strange activity on here. And notice the density is behind the Earth primarily. And watch, whack. Comes from behind. And all that activity went in another whack. And it's just loads. Whack, whack. And those huge, interesting globs of whatever flying out to the side. And there. We're through with that one. Now let's take a look up here. The most intense is dark blue, red is the least, yellow is in the middle. And you're starting. And watch that blue, a lot of it behind the Earth, behind us. Whack. Let's watch it again. All that blue in the back is the most intense velocity. Whack. Big bits of it there. Whack again. Whack. Oh, that was a good whack. I think this explains a lot of what we've been feeling. That little headache I got earlier. And you all energize me. We're coming up on the end right here. You all energize me. You make me feel better. I started out, I was like, oh, I just want to take a nap. I'm just tired. Take a break. And after talking to you all a while, I feel better. And I don't feel so much like a nap, though a nap is probably a good idea. And take care of your wee little selves. Be good to yourselves. Be good to the ones you love. Don't get confused and whack on them, okay? None of that. Let's stay in that love frequency. Let's stay in that place of being good to those that are good to us. And, I mean, you want to take care of those people who know how to love you and take care of you. And you want to be around those people too and let them love on you. Create a little bit of heaven here on earth among your friends and the family members who know how to behave. And forgive everybody. Unforgiveness imprisons you. And you don't want that to happen. You don't want to be imprisoned by stuff that holds you in sticky, dark, heavy energy. We don't want it. Drop it. Walk away from it. Be free. Let it become a thing of the past. And you send out love to those people, and that's all. Okay. We're moving forward. And as we are creating this love frequency, acknowledging our oneness with one another and with Prime Creator and Source, God, however you call it, not being in a place of strife or fighting with those forces, so to speak, but knowing your oneness and alignment with, we are changing our world. We're changing our timelines. We're changing our own lives and the peoples around us. So, much love to you all. Have a beautiful day. And I think I am in a little bit of la-la land. But I kind of live there. Maybe a little worse today. So I love you much. And may the rest of your day be rich and significant. And may you find joy and love and meaning before you lay your head down on the pillow again tonight, whatever part